Welcome into the show, everyone. Today, here on Last Call Podcast, I am here 1 year later with Meg. I'm not going to say your last name because, government stuff and all that stuff. Yeah. We know that you have people watching at all times. Mm-hmm. So welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Anyone who does not recognize her, go back and listen to our episode, Bourbon and Barbells, before the rebrand because, we evolved and changed a little bit. Mind your business, can't get paid if I have curse words in the name, apparently. So,
the disrespect.
It's unfortunate because it's a spirit-forward show, but apparently no cursing. Not a single bar involves no cursing, but that's not what we're here to discuss.
I'm going to make this editing for you so hard then because I will try my best to keep it PG.
No, it's only for 2 minutes. I need 2 minutes of PG.
Okay.
Then the rest I can AI out.
Like a caged animal. We're going to wrangle her together. Okay.
Please do. AI sucks sometimes when it has to do any translations or anything or get nuances and jokes. Moody. They couldn't roll ours and they called her Moody.
Moody. Moody.
Enough of that. So Meg is from our Bourbon and Barbells episode, one of our fan favorites, one of the most inspirational and talked about episodes, which is something you guys didn't expect.
No, I didn't. Being in the room with your close friends, though, nothing doesn't seem impossible. Yeah. So but it was really cool to get a lot of really awesome feedback from our episode, and friends and family who listened to it were like, I never knew that about you or your friend. And, being females in the fitness industry was really cool to shine some light on it. So it was awesome.
Yeah, man. And I had people that have been longtime supporters reach out, say hey, I kind of cried during that episode too. Everyone apparently cried during this episode. So please stop making people cry.
Today's a little bit more lighthearted. I think that we don't have anything sad to talk about or...
Not yet. 2 more drinks and then it'll be
yeah, we'll find
12.
out.
When it was 12.
Yeah. No. That's for my therapist, okay?
Welcome into Bourbon and Therapy. Wait, no, the wrong show. But welcome to the Last Call Podcast. Today's going to be a lot of fun. Meg, how are you? How's everything going? You have had a hectic last couple of months. It's been a year, but last recent months.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about it. What's going on with you recently?
Do you want the honest answer?
Before you do that, I do want to say we did start with the drink of the day.
Yes. Tell the people.
I have no idea what I'm calling this one, but it's going to be...
We're going to call it the Snackery.
There is a Snackery already here for Orlando.
But that's the house Snackery.
The house, you know what? My house Snackery.
Yeah.
This has 2 ounces of plantation aged rum. It has the creme de cacao vanilla from... It's called Tempus Fuit Spirits, which it just means time flies. I had to go look it up. I was like, what the hell does this mean?
What language is it?
I have no fucking idea. What is it?
Sorry to call you out.
Is it language?
I don't know.
I don't. We'll look it up. Mighty editing. But I just got this bottle today. My fiance picked it up for me, and it was actually really cool to use. But the daiquiri tastes like a chocolate-covered, lime daiquiri.
Yeah.
Obviously lime juice, and instead of using cane simple syrup, I used a Demerara, like a 0.25 because it's already sweet. It's a lower ABV. I liked it, but you are a big fan?
Big fan. Very tasty. I'm a fiend for what I call a snackery. It's just like your classic daiquiri with the white rum and your kind of basic ingredients. So it's nice to get a take on that in an elevated experience. But also get that when I had my first sip, it circled back the nutty kind of sweet chocolatey flavor, and I was like, oh, what is that? And it was awesome. So I'm a big fan. I'm slow sipping this time because the last time I was on the podcast, we were having a great time very fast. So we are going to take our time today, but I'm excited to sample this second option as well.
So this one, I have all the trouble in the world pronouncing it. I promise you I'm going to do better about it. But it's a creme de... No... What'd you say?
Noyo.
So this one is allegedly tastes like almond. Like almond, almost like an amaretto, but it's not made of that at all. This one's made with apricots, other stone fruits, and a really cool flavor profile. Apparently, if you combine this one in the creme de cacao with fresh cream, you can make something called a pink squirrel. That was the drink we were trying to think of earlier.
Okay.
I'm lactose intolerant, so I'm not doing it. But this stuff...
podcast would go very differently.
Yeah, the show's going to go terrible. But this spirit specifically I used for the Rudolph Sour Bro, when I tell you, I ordered 2 bottles of the Eau de Vie from Ryan Hall, the guava stuff, just for that. It's going to be Christmas every single day in my house, every weekend at least.
So jealous when you guys were talking about it. I'm like, make me one of those. And he was like, I don't have the ingredients anymore. But this is a great close second. I would drink this again.
Well, good. I'll throw it in the docket, just making sure like the house snackery is.
The house snackery.
You know what? Thank you for that, because I've been looking for a house drink. So
this is great. Now you have to keep that brand on the shelf all the time.
You heard that, right?
Sponsor this man. He made 2 cocktails today with 2 of your products.
Technically 4, because I've been fucking around.
Oh, yeah.
6 minutes in. I've been messing around with it. So tell us about your last couple months and your year.
Oh, my gosh. Well, hi, for those of you watching and listening. I am Dr. Megan Ford. I'm a doctor of physical therapy here in Central Florida, and I also am a professional dancer in the Central Florida space. All that to be said, yes, I am very busy when that introduction is as a mouthful as it is. Life be lifing. If anybody knows anything about being a performer, so the holiday season is September to December. That is like peak season. So on top of working my 9 to 5 in the clinic, I was very ambitious, and I have a toxic trait of saying yes to everything. That's
how we got her on here today.
This was me begging. I love talking, obviously. Good luck, everyone. Good luck editing, Arthur.
I hope you have a long commute.
But yeah, so it's September and October. October was insane. I had 15 shows in a 31-day month. That was a choice. Yeah.
No one forced that.
No, that was me point blank looking in the mirror saying, you're going to do this.
You got a wedding to pay for.
That part. Yeah. So there's like a light at the end of the tunnel and intention and ambition to do that. So that was the inspiration for my busy season. And then November and December was a little bit slower, but then it was holidays. So it was a little blessing in disguise to be a little bit slower. And then we're kind of chilling, coasting right up until the big day come February. So, but yeah, just wedding planning has been fun, and dancing has been keeping me busy. But it's been a journey over the last year and some change since we were last on the podcast.
So that's one of the things for anyone who is listening for the second time around for your update, right? We talked about you considering doing burlesque a year ago, and instead of easing into it, you just went right into the deep end and decided, I don't half-ass anything. I full-ass one thing.
That's big facts.
Yeah. So this has been a giant jump, right? So I remember me and Moody, not Moody, were at your first actual show.
Oh my gosh.
In the Me Theater when you premiered Whitney Wolf.
Yes.
And I had no idea what your name was going to be because I wanted it to be a surprise.
Yeah.
I didn't go on socials. I tried to avoid it as everything I could. When you came out, I was like, I know her. Put your goddamn clothes on. I know her.
So here's the crazier part is I didn't know you were going to be there. And you said you were going to be there, but I didn't know where you were going to be there in the front row. And for some context, I've known you for well over a decade at this point.
You've known me longer than my fiance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've known me for like 13 years now.
Yeah, well over a decade at this point.
Yeah.
And my act for this debut, I was wearing a hood, and it was very sheer, and it's very dark, and there's a lot of spotlights, so you can't see but maybe 5 feet in front of you.
This is my first time hearing this perspective.
Yeah. So I get to the part where I do the hood reveal and I show my face for the first time, and I can also see everyone in the room for the first time, and I take my hood off and you are center seat front row, dead locked in with my eyeballs, and I go, oh my God, that's Arthur.
I was like, hi, friend.
Yeah. So, but it was nice to have a friendly face in the audience. Knowing I had multiple people coming out to support the entire cast of the conservatory was awesome. But I just distinctly remember having that thought cross very swiftly and linger in my mind going, this is the moment. Oh boy, that's Arthur.
It's a friend I know.
Yeah.
Was it weird?
It was not weird, but it was more so like a pleasant surprise.
Oh, okay.
But it was funny because you had never seen me perform.
That was your like
you have never seen me perform. I had never seen me perform in that space. Mm-hmm. So it was a lot of anxiety and angst about the show, and also closing the show is a huge honor. So I was closing the show, so there was some pressure. And
you did great. You did fantastic. For anyone who wasn't there, you should have been there, losers. It was fantastic. I was so proud of you. I was like, oh my God, I know her. I was like a fucking child. I was just like rooting for you. That's my little baby taking her clothes off.
Yeah.
Look at her. She lifts. At the show.
That's a lot of the feedback that I get as a performer. And it's one of the biggest inspirations on choosing to go into that space and that industry too. We can talk about that more if you'd like, but it's been a crazy journey since then, and over the last year, being as booked and busy as I have been has been a true blessing. I am now a resident member of a burlesque troupe here in Central Florida, free agent in the sense of being like a industry dancer and performer for art installations and go-go dancing. So it's been a lot in the last year and some change, but all fun.
Big shout outs to Aurora Fable, obviously, because she's a sponsor. Part of the reason why I was in the front row is because, that relationship there.
That's mom.
That's mom. That's sugar mama to me.
I was like, mommy?
She's sugar mama to me. She pays the bills here. So make sure that you check out her shows.
Midnight Fables Cabaret with Big Bang Boom Collective and Aurora Fable. Follow all of those on Instagram, and social media. Get your tickets.
Because I need to keep these lights on. There's a lot of lights here.
There is
a lot of lights here. It's
a lot of mood lighting.
But no, I'm really proud of you. You did jump right to the deep end. You did the damn thing. It felt like you graduated, then suddenly I saw you on like 18 different shows. I'm like, what the fuck?
It felt that way too.
It felt like immediately you got rolled off of the stage into the next stage, Yeah. And was it because like, hey, this is hyped? Like, how was it feeling, or was there pressure because everyone's, oh my God, you did so great? What led to just fucking go full steam?
Like you said, I only do things 110%. But for me, I think a lot of those opportunities came from the conservatory. So being put on a stage and allowing me to express my art was a huge proponent of my kind of show. It was essentially a showcase of all of our skills. It's, the first portion of the conservatory is 16 weeks of training. Where you're learning the ins and outs, the history, the flair, the flourish, prop use. I grew up dancing, so dancing is not anything new for me, but performing is, especially in that space, in that setting, in that headspace and mindset is also who I was then is not who I perform like now, which has been a really fun journey. But yeah, the conservatory really like launched me into that kind of busy season of my life. And then it kind of trickled in after that. I think that, a lot of the people that were at that showcase, that commencement performance saw, there's a lot of producers that come to that try to look and see who their next up and coming performer for their shows is. So they use that as a really good opportunity. So I think a lot of people who were there saw my work, and then social media is huge. So, but yeah, it just started rolling in. And then I got put onto the main cast for Mystics Burlesque, which is a local Central Florida group here for burlesque and kind of entertainment. And so that keeps me busy as well. But multiple different kind of opportunities, different producers, different shows, different areas, from the West Coast of Florida to the East Coast, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, up to Jacksonville, so Tallahassee. So this entire year has been just traveling all over Florida and kind of experiencing dance in different areas, which is cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's not just Orlando, but.
Oh, no. Yeah, definitely. Which is funny because I knew that burlesque was outside of Orlando. Aurora puts me on to game. She's like, hey, there's people in Atlanta. We have people out here, out here. We have people who virtually attend their conservatory. So it's always, so when she told me that there's so many different organizations and groups, there was a part of me that thought about Tupac versus Biggie. I was like, is there beef? And then she told me that people just have different styles.
Yeah.
Very, very corporate way of people have different objectives and styles.
Yeah. And I think too that it's like, and in any walks of life with business and art, it's like there's room for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that there's like a dog eat dog world out there, like mindset a lot, and especially with performing arts where it's like you want to be the best in the room and be the first producer to sell out a show at this venue or to spearhead this art and be relevant. Mm-hmm. And if it gets over diluted with multiple production companies and entertainment companies, like everyone wants somewhere to do something. And I think that, but there's definitely, I would say like there's room for everyone, and everyone's tastes and styles are different. Like, can't say I won't, but like I lean more into like the classic style of burlesque and neo burlesque and like rock and roll. Cabaret is like my niche, my thing. So if you would like that, you just let me know. But yeah, it's, but there's different varieties of performing arts and different varieties of art that even in like the conservatory, they teach you these different styles, and you just kind of find your way and find what sticks for you and your character or your persona or your aura, if you will, your brand. And it's nice to be a chameleon. But it also is very, very important to have like your identity and like, oh, I need someone for this particular show. I'm going to ask her. I'm looking to do this particular theme. She has an act I've seen before. I want that to showcase that. So,
and that's why I think she was trying to get at like, hey, it's a friendly competition, and the industry itself, there are several different tastes, different styles, different, like you said, niches. Yeah. And there's room for everyone to grow. But in my head, it was just funnier to have like burlesque beef where it involved tassels.
And rhinestones.
Pasties, yeah. There's a lot of bedazzling beef. It's funnier that way. But enough of that. What made you land on the name Whitney Wolf, by the way?
Oh, man.
Because I never got to ask you.
Yeah, well.
Because like I said, I knew.
It was just before the conservatory that I was here. And they talk you through like name development and brand development and marketing yourself. And for me, they were like, pick something that's important to you, and like iterations. Usually I'm going to butcher this, but I'm not a teacher with them, but this is the cue that they gave us was like, usually it is a name followed by a jewel or an animal or food or something. And for me, I always knew that I wanted my middle name, who I've always identified as like a part of me, to be my stage name. So Whitney is my legal middle name.
So you just gave us your full government?
Yes, I did.
And probably your password to like your Yahoo email?
It's actually password 123, capital P. And then the iteration was kind of that's your password. Turns around on your computer. But that is then the iteration kind of came naturally. I've always identified as like my spirit animal is a wolf. I've been told multiple times, like, you give off alpha energy, and I always identify as like a lone wolf. I have a pack, but I am someone who can survive and thrive as a lone wolf. So that came naturally on picking my name. I think I knew immediately I wanted my first name to be Whitney and my second name to be Wolf. So Whitney Wolf was born and debuted that name. And people like say like, oh, your name might change over time. It's like, I don't know if I would ever do that. And I say that now, but it is so much a part of me and my identity as a performer and the energy I put off. And it can be, oh, it's like a really pretty name, or it's very like feminine, but then also wolf, to me, I have an E at the end, so it's not like the animal, but a lot of people say like your energy is very much your name. So, and it's in my tagline, like the spirit animal of your darkest desires. And
okay, first of all, re-say that with some goddamn emphasis, okay?
The spirit animal.
No. Say it with some you know what I'm talking about. Say it the right way.
I can't speak Spanish.
Because Go ahead. Say it.
Their intro for me and my friend Eric Lopez, who is Tony's lead singer for their band.
Which, by the way, I thought we were going to get them on the show, but Tony says he doesn't like talking.
Yeah.
How is he going to be in a
I do
band?
enough for the both of us. So, but they...
Hi, Tony.
Hi,
Thank
Tony.
you for not wanting to hang out with me.
I love you so much. I can't wait to marry you.
I can't wait to... Wait. You too? Like,
yeah.
God damn.
You want to marry him too? It's crazy. Fight to the death. Out back.
You've been trying to marry mine for a while.
Your wife to be. Wife to be.
Wife to be.
Chef's kiss. Yeah. God took her time with her. Yeah, so our friend Eric.
Sped up the temper, though.
Yeah. Well, I think we all have a little bit of that in us, you know. But yeah, so my friend Eric, actually, when I was going through the conservatory and doing kind of like small little gigs before I debuted, when I finally came up with the name, he was like, I have just the thing. And I performed a show and he was hosting it, and I didn't have a tagline at the time, and he was like, I'll ramble. I got you, fam. He's like a good friend of ours. And he literally, like, he just dabbed me up, said, I got you, dropped me from the top rope. And he goes, I need crowd participation here. And I remember this like it was yesterday because it was so pivotal for me. I need crowd participation here. When you see our next performer, you don't scream, you howl. So... And then he followed up with like, welcome to the Wolf Pack and howl loud for Whitney Wolf. And I said, dang, that's...
Now I got to go out there and kill him.
Yeah, that... So my whole like tagline is like, the spirit animal of your darkest desires. Welcome to the Wolf Pack and howl loud for Whitney Wolf. That fits me in every capacity. And when I hear people howl, ooh, lights me up. So to hear that, my tagline at like my debut and at the Emmy Theater, it is a curtain behind an open door frame. And so you hear everything and you see everything briefly because the curtain is like sheer black. And I can't hear anything but me going, ah, like screaming because I'm so excited to hear people howling. So now if I'm in a busy room and people can't get like, I can't hear them by my name, they just like, oh, and then I go, okay, like a dog, like just like the Pavlovian effect just happens with the howl. So, but it lights me up. Like that is something for me that I think like your call out song in like a sports game, like sports ball, like baseball, like your walkout song.
Sports ball?
Yes.
I can't with you.
I'm an athlete, so I can say it.
Yeah,
but it's, yeah, I think like their walkout song like hypes them up and gets them excited. Like, man, does that light my fire? Like that's that awesome. Tagline lights my fire. And so shout out to Eric for helping me with that because that was pivotal.
Shout out to Eric. If you can get one of your bandmates to get on my goddamn show, that would also be a great thing.
They'll come. They both love this stuff.
This stuff. Maybe we'll have them on the show soon.
Yeah.
But enough of them. More about me. More about you. So you hit the ground running. You've hit a bunch of shows. How many shows would you say you've done over the last year?
I grabbed my phone on the way in and I was driving. I said, let me look when I get there. And then we just got to shooting the shit. So I didn't look. But I would reckon since the debut, about averaging about 4 shows a month. So, but I think like over the course of the year, there were some that were like really, really busy. So I'm just going to put it out there and say like 50 shows or more this year.
50 shows.
Which is about 1 show a week.
Hey, have you slept?
That's why I have makeup on because I look tired. Yeah, so I think that there's a big work-life balance, both with being a physical therapist and being a performer and a partner in life and time management.
Consider it work?
What?
The dancing. You said about doing something
It is. And that's why like full-time performers like are blessed in the sense of like they have the time during the day to like make sure that their craft is dialed in. Their costuming is dialed in because you're essentially a free agent and you come with like all of the kit and caboodle, right? The whole kitchen sink you bring. You have to choreograph your own number. You have to make your own costumes unless you have an awesome costume creator, which I do because I can't sew but a button on my shirt. So
who makes your costumes?
Her name is Ruana Ray. She's a local performer, but she actually lives like 2 miles down the road from you, and I'm gonna slide by her house and grab some costumes on my way home today.
Text her real quick.
Yeah.
Just
it's like, hey girl.
Hey girl, we need you real quick.
Yeah, she would do awesome on your show, but she does, commissions for costuming. My like most popular, most used costume this year was made by her, and it is the most requested, which is cool.
Make sure you send me that link so I can when we talk about the show.
I will. Yeah, she is phenomenal, and she is someone who understands what I'm looking for because she is a performer herself. So like fit, color, fabrics, like style, but it's also like we sit down and she brings her iPad out and we carve out ideas, or I'm like, hey girl, can you just put a zipper on this baby because I get stuck in this too often. So she's my go-to. She probably gets annoyed with because I come in with like the Aldi reusable bag. It's the size of your table, full of stuff, and then I go, God. I will see you in a couple months when you're done with it. No rush. Or I'll like quick rush things that I like put off too long. But yeah, as a performer, it's work because you have to do, like I said, choreography, costuming, rhinestoning yourself.
Yeah, and I don't mean to ask if you consider work like it's not hard. I'm saying it's because it gives you back life a little bit.
It does.
Yeah, I trust me. I see you people. You guys
marketing yourself is the biggest part of that job because your image is everything.
All creatives, especially when you're out there, you're exposing a lot.
Not just your
brand,
body.
No, I'm saying your brand, your personality, everything's out there. All on your ability to choreograph and dance. Everything out there is,
And a lot of people shine and thrive. I would say that like Aurora and Miss Foxy do a great job because they've been doing this for some time, that like choreography for them is maybe less on their priority list because they can improv for their life and they are divine.
I've never seen either one of them dance.
Don't lie.
I'm sure to God.
You've never seen Mom?
No, I look down. Ask her.
That's fair.
The running joke
I will tell you
is
that
as someone who I consider a lamp.
Oh, man.
There's a joke there. If there's a lamp, she's an item in a room.
Okay.
But I respect her so much as a human being. I respect her husband so much that the moment she gets on stage, I do this. I looked right down. I have never seen her dance.
But you saw my titties. Oh, rude.
Nope. I saw pasties.
That part, yeah.
And even then, there were times I looked down because it was weird.
I was like, you were like, I know her. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, there are times I look down.
Yeah, but
and it's not like it's just me as like I see you guys like the little
I was
sisters.
Like, you're like my sister.
Yeah, it's like
I think that's why I was so shocked too. I was like, oh shit.
I came to support, but I also came to like not look at you like that. I was like, oh, I know her. When it started getting to the parts, I was like, more's coming off. I'm gonna look down.
You're like, I'm just gonna look at my laces.
Hey, before anyone says some shit, it's just because I see them as sisters. It's not because I'm a prude or some fucking weirdos.
You're like, show me those titties.
Yeah, that would be weirder. It's like, give me the.
No, which would be worse, right? But like the more seasoned you are, the less choreography you do, and the more improvisation you can achieve comfortably, and you kind of have your like arsenal of weapons in performance where you're like, this looks good on my body, this looks good on my body, this looks good, and then you can just kind of pull them out and whip them out whenever like the time and the mood calls for it. But so it's like it's work in that sense too, but it's so fulfilling. My job is what I would call, I always explain it this way, like my job is sterile. I work in the medical field where it is very like, this causes this and this reaction traditionally means this, and there is a little bit of gray and we live in the gray in that particular field, but it is also daunting because you're feeding people ounces of your energy all day, and I do believe there's a little bit of an energy transfer when it comes to being in the medical field because you're a caregiver, you're a provider.
And you have to be empathetic. You have to understand. You have to care, and you have to be invested.
Yeah, and
these patients won't come back to you if you aren't invested.
Exactly. And I think too, like it's also physically demanding. Like I don't do Reiki, but like a lot of the manual therapy and hands-on that I do, I try my best to set intention behind it. And it is usually, I kind of imagine that I'm like siphoning their pain out of their body. And I've had to see like a holistic doctor and therapist to start working through like relieving that off of my body, because at first it was kind of like uncontrolled energy, and we don't have to go down this rabbit hole, but it was one of those things where I was starting to manifest a lot of the pain that I was seeing in my office, and I was like apparently unintentionally doing forms of Reiki because of like energy, if you go science way. energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transferred, right? So a lot of times when I'm pouring energy into someone, it needs to be evolved or transferred into something else or like removed from their body. So pain is one of those things that I solely believe, and it's not the theory for everyone, but that is my intention that I set for when I do any sort of like helping manual therapy for a client. So at first I was like very dangerously pulling all of that out of their body and not doing anything with it. So I had some to like learn techniques and tools to like work through that. But then that alone is like work. And then being able to go into the dancer side of it all, like that helps feed my creative side and tickle those brain cells and rub some brain cells together that I don't really get to use in my normal line of work. So, and I have a lot of tabs open so that it helps to quiet the mind and just be like in the moment, in the pocket. And, you know, music moves me the most. People have certain things in their life that like really are very pivotal for them and move them. And I'm always moving. And I'm always dancing, especially now more than ever. And
I realized that you haven't tried that yet.
We've been talking.
No, but I love it. It's just because I saw it get watered down. Keep going. Take a sip. No, keep going. Because I like the idea of the natural empathy that comes with being a caregiver.
Yeah, over ice, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, This is fantastic. The natural empathy that has to be there for you to be effective at this can also be very detrimental, right?
That's why a lot of medical providers get burnt out.
Yeah. Because
not just from like the caseload, but like the demand of your mental fortitude and physical demand in certain professions. So.
And for you to be successful and have let's say for doctors and surgeons, if you want to be a good doctor and surgeon, you have to care about this. Yeah. You have to care enough or be so disattached that
your product is really good.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, like what keeps clients and people in the medical field coming back is they're like a doctor's bedside manner. Yeah.
Like I have friends that are nurses. Shouts to Bourbon and Nursing episode, Amanda, Sonia, Terrell. Like that was one of my favorite episodes because they talked about how taxing that could be. Because no matter what, you want to care about these people, even when they spit in your face, they're mad at you, they're angry at you. Ma'am, I want to keep you alive. Yeah. For you want to make sure that they feel better and they could function as a human being.
You don't go into this line of work for the money. Like medical, certain people would say that like
they chase the bag because they hear that it's a lot of money, but then they don't realize 51% of it goes to liability insurance and how many hours you're putting in and how much time takes to get there. And
there's
how many
this
people
like
burnt
tax
out.
that you have to pay for that lifestyle. But I think a lot of it too is like your body, your mind, your emotional capacity.
People are at one of the highest divorce rates for medical professionals because of how taxing that is mentally. Yeah. Coming home and being completely drained and unavailable to someone could be taxing as well. So,
and it's tough too. I mean, like we're to be married, as one of my clients said. It was so.
What in the old timey English?
It was wild. I have a days until
wait.
We're getting married.
We have to do that. We are to be wed.
We are to be wed.
Was there a dowry involved?
Oh my god. No. Oh. Tony pays the tax of listening to me talk a lot, so he gets through it. But it was I have a days until the wedding sign on in my office, and a client recently was like, I didn't realize you are to be married. And I go,
that's a weird way of saying that.
What?
You sure your hair?
I was like, I literally did like a double take, and I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, when is your wedding? And I was like, say that again back to me, how you just said. I was like, I feel like the Princess Bride. I was so excited.
Did it dawn on them right then and there? That was weird, huh?
He's a cool guy. He was a client of mine that I've been seeing for a while. But it was just the funniest thing. I had never in my life heard
say that again. I had never.
Never. I had never in my life. When are you to be married? And then we just spiraled into this Bridgerton situation. Anyway, but it takes a toll on like your relationships too. And so having an outlet on being able to like pour from a full cup for my clients, because now my mental health is like sound, and then for my partner in life to go, this is what I'm creating. I would love for someone to be on this journey with me. And he's also in the creative space, making music now, which he started kind of that push for me because he started the band and they were rehearsing at our house. It was very like garage bandy, but in our home in the air conditioning. But they were rehearsing all the time and doing all this stuff and like really getting started. And I just got that like bitter jealousy. It was so weird because I haven't felt that about partner ever. And then I was like, I really want to do this. And he was like, well, why not you? Like, why wouldn't you? And I was like, I don't know. I don't look like everyone else. I'm a medical provider. I think there's a little bit of a cliche of like, you shouldn't do that when you're promoting yourself. You went to school to be a doctor and blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of feedback that I get in certain circles of my life. But yeah, and he was a huge pivotal part where he was like, the worst that could happen is it doesn't work out. And you still have a job. And the best that could happen is it does work out. And you grow as a person. You get to create art. You get to do the things that fill your cup. You get to, I get to see you do something that you love. And I was like, that's the most amount of words you ever said in our entire relationship. But also, thank you so much, honey. So it was it was a really,
That
really,
makes no sense.
it was a really like unique experience for someone who has been in relationships in the past that weren't supportive of like just literally anything except getting a job, getting married and having kids. So for someone in my life to like go, well, why not you? If you fail, okay. Like it's not your bread, it is like a side hustle, but it's also something that fills you so that you can feel better about yourself to then give for your 9 to 5. So it was a really cool like thought process that he had on like implementing that into my life. And so I jumped, applied for the conservatory and got in. And then it just kind of like, okay, we're doing this. And then, okay, I got booked. And then, okay, we're making this costume. And now we're dancing to Wicked. And so that was a huge, like your tribe and your circle and your partner in life. I think it was a huge part for me to go, man, I can't wait to marry this man. Cannot wait, because he was such a huge part that has now like a huge part of my identity is through dance. And he had seen me take classes for forever. And then he was like, why don't you do this professionally? I was like, I could never. I don't have it in me. I don't want to do it. I don't have the balls. I don't have the cojones to do it.
To be 100% clear, as someone who has seen you compete, and as someone who's seen you train, and as someone who's seen you coach, and as someone's seen you just yell at people I'm like, you're just yelling for no reason? We're just fucking just in my face? Even with me, as one of your friends who competed next to you or around you, and you're like, Arthur, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, there's like 3 people who talk to me the way you just did.
That still live to tell the tale.
No, much more so. Like people just left me. Other than I have resting bitch face, and I know that.
Same.
But you knew that about me. You and Moody both thought that.
We just literally picked you up and put you right under our arm, not on our bosom, but right under the arm, and go, all right, buddy.
Like you would see me, you're like, he seems angry. Then a song come on, I'm dancing. Oh, he's like, oh no.
Or you'd look over at me and go, maximum effort, and then we would just knock
go back to whatever the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
See, you do all that. The fact that you weren't confident that it makes sense. It's imposter syndrome, right? You know,
so big.
You know what you're good.
You know.
Yeah, you know what you're good at. You are like an athletic your whole existence.
Yeah.
So that comes naturally, and then to go into the creative space, which it's not medical, which is formulative. For all intents and purposes, medical is formulative.
Yeah.
This equals this. That's it.
Yeah.
It's very much what works, what doesn't. And then when you go into athletics, what drives results. Where creativity and something like performing,
it's very
variable,
scary.
Yeah,
it feels like being in the deep end of the ocean
because there's no formula for it.
Correct. Yeah.
At least not with all the factors. You were the X factor, because that formula that you saw worked for Aurora might not work for Misty,
right?
Or Whitney Wolf,
or anybody.
Misty Rose. I'm thinking about Misty Rose.
Her.
Yeah, I was like, I just made a reference to a dancer I don't know.
She's phenomenal. She is in the top 50 burlesque in the country.
Yeah. Look at that. Like I just referenced her. Like I'm like, I know.
Shout out to her. I love her. Yeah. She is a huge inspiration for me too. She hasn't been dancing for very long. I mean, when we say very long, like less than double digits, less than 5 years, like she took off. So it's like people like that having like inspiration for you. But yeah, I mean, I am so type A. I learned there was a type C, where you like structure, but some fluidity. I don't even know if that's a thing, but I would say that I'm more type A. I put off alpha energy. I like to follow the rules and I need structure. And then when you get handed
a medical professional.
Yeah. And then you get handed this prompt that goes, make whatever you want, but keep it in this kind of general area. And art is open to interpretation. So like when I was, especially for the conservatory, you get 100% free reign. You get zero structure.
Give me that freedom.
Yeah, they were like, do what you want. Tell us what you're going to do so we can keep you rallied in. Like, just keep it corralled in here so it's within reason. Or if you want to do something so abstract, they were there to support you. And if that's where you're going to take it, cool. But then for me, I was like, I hurt, and the way that and creative process is so different. But for me, it was like, I usually hear a song and then create an act for it and then just put a pin in it. Just put it in the arsenal. Or that's usually my method. And then sometimes there is a show theme that I want to perform in, or that I have an idea for. Someone approaches me and says, hey, I want you in my show. Can you make something? Which is super flattering.
That was going to be my question. It's like,
yeah, super flattering.
Someone's like, hey, I'm doing one around building out the science guy.
Like, say less. I'm learning to cut music. Thankfully, I have someone in the music space that I'm marrying that helps me do that. But we also have to cut our own music. So I'm a DJ on the side too.
If he ever gets bored and wants to do like music for a cocktail video, you let me know.
I'm sure he would love that. You don't want that man to talk? He'll make you music? Say less. He'll strum his acoustic guitar in the background. But anyways, yeah. So it's
So you're doing this live? Like, I'm just making.
I was like, honey, get on the phone. Just put him on my like FaceTime right here.
You're doing it live? You can't just send me a track now. We got to get in the feels.
Yeah, I got to get right in the feels.
So you get those people come up to you. You come up with something because so there's a lot of process here, right? And
yeah.
Has one spoken to you more? Do you wake up 1st of November, you're like, I have a bunch of things I want to do, and then you shape it to that, or is it more in the moment when something is presented to you?
Twofold. Yes and yes. So there's been some times where I'll hear a song and I go, oh, I can't wait to perform to this, and it's got to be the right show. That happened recently. I was approached with my green costume. It is my staple costume. Someone was like, I'm putting on this kind of winter Renaissance fair situation. And I want you to use this costume, and I would like for you to spearhead the show. Do you have something in mind? And I go, I got just the thing, because there was a song that I've been dying to perform to, and it was choreographed the moment I heard it. It literally like came across my path, and I said, I'm 100% doing this. This is exactly what I'm going to do. Whatever costume I'm wearing is going to be the costume I'm wearing, but it needs to be kind of in this fantasy realm. And that, like, thank God it came like to fruition. But then a lot of times too, with like, for like Midnight Fables, for example, she did a smut show. It was one of my favorite shows that I've ever done, because we got free reign to do inspiration off of a smut book, which I'm a smutty reader. So, and at the time I was obsessed with a specific genre, and hilariously enough, so was Aurora. And she approached me. She goes, hey, I have an opening for this show. I would love for you to be in it. Do you have something? And I said, I got just the thing. How do you feel about hockey romance? And she goes, I love it.
The fuck is hockey romance?
Oh boy, I'm gonna start blushing.
I'm gonna send this to Aurora that you're talking about. There you go. A little bit of a show.
But that's art, right? Like, and I had some girlfriends come who had never seen burlesque or like a cabaret show, and they came and they were like, I've read every single one of these books, and I knew exactly what book that this was. And the audience had no idea what book it was. They were not told what book it was. They were not told the theme.
I just texted her. What the hell is hockey romance? In a picture of you. I don't know if she'll respond, but I'm sure she will.
She's on it. But yeah, so it was like you get some like totally left field shit like that. But then you also have shows that are like what is called classic burlesque, where you bring a retro song. It is very bluesy, jazzy, and you're in this fully embellished costume, which is my favorite thing to be in. What girl doesn't love
embellished?
Rhinestoned everywhere, like a full beat. Yeah, and sometimes you get to use fun props like a boa or fans.
I keep 2 of those in my closet in case the time calls.
If you ever
for
need
it.
to borrow one, I got you. if you want a different color. But yeah, so it's like there's so much open interpretation where it's like you can be provided a theme and your thought immediately goes to this and my thought goes to this, and we are under the same umbrella for that show because everyone has different tastes. Like every audience member is going to be like, oh, I really loved yours, I didn't really get hers. Or the vice versa, where like for that show, for example, people who had read my book were absolutely obsessed because they knew exactly the book that I was doing because of the choreography and the costuming and the stuffs and the background and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, you got to really like send it when you're doing certain themed shows. Yeah, full send when you're doing certain themed shows. But yeah, so sometimes people will approach me with like, hey, I have this show. I would love you to be in it. Make something. Or someone will post a casting call and say, hey, I have this theme show. Send me what you have and I will pick from the roster. So it's kind of variable in that way. There's competitions and conventions all over the world. I don't think I'm ready for that. I don't need to be told how good or bad I am because I already do that enough in the mirror every morning. So, but
you
yeah,
are great.
Thank you.
You're worth love and all the stuff that they said in that movie. What was that? You're like,
I was like, I'm gonna start crying. You said no tears.
No tears. We're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah.
And when we come back, we're gonna refill your glass.
I'm gonna pound that.
Pause. All right, we'll be right back, guys.
It would say, it says, "Don't bully me, I'll come."
Jesus.
Because then that gives me the outlet of just like being an asshole to them. It's like, if you're gonna don't bully me, I'll bully you.
Right.
But the shirt was always like the prompt. But
the character Nick from New Girl is one of my favorite characters, and he has that. He says that to. He was at Cece's wedding, and it was like Cece's grandmother or something, and she's yelling at him, and he's like, "I don't know what you're saying." He's like, "Stop being so mean to me. You're gonna make me fall in love with you." And I'm like, "Do you have a problem?" Is it like,
I quote Schmidt so much.
Oh,
it's terrible. But I always like, I will be in like a training session and be like, horrible. And like his voice inflection or
I love Schmidt.
The
whole show from after like episode 3 of season 1 became one of the best shows I've ever seen.
So good. I watched that show from start to finish multiple times.
What's funny is that Nick, every member of that show is like an aspect of my friend group or my personality personally. Like there are times
you give off Winston so hard.
Do I really?
Oh,
Winnie the Bish.
Winnie, you get like, so it's funny that you see your friends group in that show, but yeah, you give off Winston immediately.
That's funny.
You were coach like for a little, like you like dabble in coach's personality, but like Winston, 10 out of 10.
That's funny because that's exactly.
Now you do me. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, You're Jess. You're Jess more than Cece.
I don't think so.
No, you're Jess because you're goofy.
I feel like I give off Schmidt vibes.
Yeah, no, you give Schmidt vibes. But like Jess is goofy and like has fun and very confident in her goofiness and not apologetic about her goofiness. Like that's much more what her personality is, where she's just cool with being like whatever she wants to be. Where Schmidt still has to be like very like I need to be proper and everyone has to like me and everyone has to like I have to be paying attention to everything. Where I think Jess is much more comfortable being vulnerable in who she is authentically. See, that's why I'm like more Jess vibes.
It's like Jess, but she's so like innocent.
But that's the difference. Is like she is still like very just she's confident and comfortable being innocent.
That's true.
She's never tried to like she'll jokingly try to be like I know what you guys are talking about. It's like no, you don't.
It's a cute show. I love that show a lot.
The whole show.
What are you watching right now?
Me personally, so we're recently doing Wednesdays next season, new season, because we fell behind. Rosanna's school schedule got really crazy.
That's a long time since that came out, brother.
Bro, but we watching. You
guys are behind on Stranger Things right now too.
Yeah, because so here's the thing, and I tell people all the time that my life is very much a schedule, and when I get to hang out with my fiance, it's time that I don't watch TV by myself. Yeah. If it's free time, I do a project. I'm working on something. I'm editing a photo, editing a video, reaching out to guests, thinking about spirits, reading, something else that's investing in like trying what I'm working on.
Could never be me.
Bro, I'm exhausted all the fucking time.
I was like, give me my K-drama on Netflix.
So I don't watch any shows by myself. The only thing I watch by myself is football. And that's the only fucking thing. If I am sitting down to watch TV, I'm with my significant other and she doesn't watch Stranger Things.
Damn.
So
I loved her until then.
Yeah, the only time I get to watch TV is I work from home. So in between things, whenever I can press an episode. But then that's like still tough because what happens in my line of work, if someone's, hey, there's an investigation, you have to be on this call for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm in the middle of an episode and I don't know if there's a cliffhanger. I don't know what's going to happen to fucking these kids. Like, I can't do it.
That's fair. Meanwhile, I'm up till like 4 a.m. going, he just confessed he loves her.
See?
I need to see what happens next. That was last night. I was stay up till like 3:30, 4 a.m. watching a K-drama, and Tony comes into the bed from the couch and he goes, what are you doing awake right now? And I was like, he just told her he loved her. And I have to know what's happening.
Was that I walked into the house and I'm watching a full ass video about how to color grade and adjust for Lightroom effects. And I'm just like, she's like, what are you
doing?
I'm like, I've been watching like this one creator for like 5 hours. She's like, what the fuck? I'm like, well, I'm trying to refine the editing process and make it streamlined.
I'm trying to hone in my skill.
Yeah. She's like, and then I just start nerding out. I was like, yeah, because if you shoot an S-Log and everything, she's like, are you hungry? Have you eaten yet? Like, no, I've been here for like
girl dinner. I had a cheese stick.
I am guilty of
and a Sunny
dinner.
D. Okay,
I am guilty of creatives dinner where it's like fucking a handful of Triscuits and fucking just iced coffee or some shit, just staring at the screen and just blurred vision because I've been staring at the same spot for like 6 minutes. Is that too much white? No. Contrast.
Do you struggle with your nutrition?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm fucking awful about that. The worst thing for me has always been, as an athlete, even when we were really athletic.
Yeah, I remember this being a problem.
Was nutrition because I always ran out of time, and sleep because I always ran out of time. Because I was so consumed with all these projects, doing something, working on something, that I would often go sleeping 5 hours a night because, and this is the realest fucking thing. Anyone who knows me knows this, knows my schedule. If I'm online to have my social time, which is video games with my friends, Rosanna's asleep. That's the only indication that she's asleep.
Yeah.
It's because if I'm awake and she's awake, I'm going to hang out with her because I work.
Tony and I are like, I'm going to go watch my K-drama. I'm going to go play my video games.
Yeah, but you see? So I'll play video games when she's asleep. But I work, 9 hours a day, 10 hours a day. Go to the gym for like 2 hours a day. Then when I get home, I shower, change. I spend 2 hours with her because she goes to sleep by 9:30. And then my social time to unwind mentally. And then when people go to bed to like, hey, we're done video gaming, I edit photos. I edit videos, I edit whatever I can. And it's 2 a.m. when I'm asleep.
And you don't eat that entire time.
I barely eat. There are straight up mornings. And this is what sucks about working from home that I don't think everyone registers, is that there used to be, to me, like a cost analysis where like, hey, I put in the work, I ran around, I was on my feet all day, I had it like energized. Now I'm sitting in front of a computer and not thinking about the fact that I need protein, I need the things because I haven't expelled as much physical energy as I used to. So I'm not eating.
Yeah.
So I ate like a slice of toast with apricot spread and 2 bottles of water and a cup of coffee.
Arthur.
And it was 1 p.m. and I'm like, I have not hit my protein count in 2 months.
Sir?
I promise you. And I have all the stuff. I have like 4 jugs of protein. I have protein pancakes, protein waffles. I have egg whites. And I'll eat. When I finally do get to eat, I fucking ravage. Yeah. But that's not how you're supposed to do it. Yeah. We both know it. Like, it's not going to make a good workout. It's not going to make anything good.
It's a conversation I have a lot with my clients too, where like, I'm trying to heal from this injury, or I have like pain, or I'm trying to, get to this goal. And I had a conversation the other day with a girl that was like, yeah, I have like a yogurt for breakfast, and then like lunch meat and some raw vegetables for lunch. And then like whatever is for dinner is like rice and chicken. And I'm like, she plays tennis for like 4 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Bruh.
And she's dealing with like debilitating back pain, for example. And it was like, you're not eating enough to support brain function and organ function, let alone like muscle development and growth and power production. On top of now, your body is trying to heal from the inside out, and it's literally starving to death. So it's like, it's people who have like really poor nutritional habits, but it's like, I have terrible nutrition habits when I'm free. Like today, One meal, dinner.
And that was because you knew you were about to get liquid calories.
Liquid calories. But it was one of those things too where it's like I just get so lost in the sauce of like I'm being like a vegetable on the couch where I have like zero nutritional demands.
It's the opposite. When I have nothing to do, I eat my egg whites, I eat my turkey, my ground turkey, I eat my vegetables, I have my water, I will drink 4 bottles of water. And there's a part of me that gets so lost, you said lost in the sauce. I'm focused on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, let me just answer this email real quick. Well, let me just do this real quick. Let me just do this real quick and just get ahead. And then I look up, it's 4:30 p.m. and I'm trying to go to the gym at 6. There's not a meal like I can fucking, what can I slap together? And even then, you're trying to fucking patchwork a day's worth of not eating.
Yeah. It's tough when you like kind of backload everything and
it doesn't turn out well for a workout.
No.
Because your body's like, what the fuck are you doing?
You're like, help. What is I can't say it because it's not PC, but it's the Cat Williams. You know exactly what I mean.
N-word, help me.
Yes.
What's up? That's actually Kevin Hart.
Mm-mm. Oh, you're right. It is
Kevin Hart.
Oh, I thought Cat Williams.
I don't know. Short black
Really?
man. That's a little racist, Megan. And I'm like,
cut the podcast.
I can make these jokes with her. She's not that at all. There is jokes are jokes. These are jokes. But
hello, everyone.
I know. Look at me. Come on. Nope.
But yeah, I get like it's tough, especially with you, like with how busy you are with your work schedule too.
And that's the thing. You would think it's not that busy with like work from home, but there's a mental connection where I'm just not physically running
You're
around.
dialed in.
Yeah.
I'm not getting up to go to the kitchen.
Thank you. I'm dialed in. I'm answering emails. I'm responding to stuff. If I'm not answering email, I'm trying to find an efficient way of doing something else.
Yeah.
Or, well, I needed to do this learning. Well, I needed to do this case file. Well, I need to do this. And I'm always ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
My boss the other day said, you worry too much about being fast and getting everything done. She's like, you're doing a great job, but you don't need to do that. Like, you don't need to go above and beyond. I wrote a investigation summary that was 8 pages. She's like, I need 2 max. Like, what was that? And I'm like,
just
dialed
4
in.
shots of espresso, just going to town.
The joke has been I'm allowed only 1 coffee a day because
that's when you get a large Dutch Brothers Golden Eagle.
How is Dutch Brothers? Is that good?
So good. Oh, the Midwest knows what they're doing.
All right, Foxtail, Dutch Bros, Starbucks, and Cuban coffee.
Are you talking about like FM?
Which one? No, which one would you?
Yeah. Or like top tier.
Top.
I was like, if we're playing Fuck, Marry, Kill, I will marry
off the local brands.
What were they? You said Dutch Brothers?
Zaza's like a Cuban coffee.
So good.
You see? That's the one you're marrying.
I would actually, what were my 3?
Zaza's?
Yeah. Dutch Bros?
Dutch Bros. Foxtail. Because I don't count Starbucks as real coffee.
No. Oh, God. I would...
Shouts to Starbucks for not having real coffee.
I would marry Dutch Bros. Reliable
Really?
across the board.
Really?
Do we count Zaza's as like they're bringing breakfast to the table?
Just the coffee. I'm talking just coffee.
I was like, because I would marry Zaza because they bring breakfast all day.
Yeah. That's literally in their slogan.
I know. I go there all the time.
I was there today.
I'll get a cortado and just call it a day. I would say like married Zaza's is reliable. I would say like marry Zaza, Dutch Bros.
And Foxtail.
And kill Foxtail because Foxtail tastes like Starbucks to me.
Foxtails does feel like the generic Starbucks.
It's like the wannabe like new kid on the block, but it's their mentor is Starbucks.
Yeah, it's like the hipsters Starbucks. Like, I don't go to Starbucks.
Their coffee doesn't taste the best to me either, though.
Yeah.
Like they're like brown shaken sugar espresso. Like they're like Americano. Like their bean does not taste like remarkable. But I've had Dutch Bros, 10 out of 10. Zaza, non-compete. So I would marry Zaza. Fuck Dutch Bro.
Yeah. None of these are sponsors, and none of them will probably be sponsors. Maybe Zaza
should sponsor Zaza here because we could get an espresso and make a cocktail with their espresso.
I do have a very good revolver rift, so holla at me. And they actually, it's funny enough.
The cortado is so good.
Cortado
The
so
cremito
good.
sugar.
All right, I'm gonna put her on blast because she's not in the room. Do you know that my fiance has prevented me from getting free coffee and free refills?
Why?
Because celosa, she's a little jealous. So back in the day.
It's always pretty girls that make the coffee at Zaza's.
So I've never seen a dude making coffee.
I've
there.
never seen a dude making coffee
Like,
at
I've
Zaza.
seen them.
It is always the most beautiful
Hispanic woman,
Latina woman just making you
just
your coffee.
motherly, loving
Oh
vibes
my
all
God.
the time.
And they're stunning to look at, but it's also a craft.
They're
making coffee.
so sweet and nice.
They're so
I know it's
nice.
their job. I
And
know
you're
it's their
like-
job. I'm not the guy who thinks
Is
the
this
stripper
for
loves
here
me.
to go? And she looks at you to go
Mm-hmm.
because you could get a free refill.
But so what it was for the longest time, back in the day, this was like years ago, she would work weekends, whatever, but she wasn't a morning person, which is really funny because she's the one who's up the earliest.
Woof.
But the moment my feet hit the ground, I'm ready for the day.
Me too.
Like, it doesn't matter.
Tony hates me. I get the
She
morning
hates
zoomies.
me.
I get the
Bro.
morning zoomies. He gets the evening zoomies.
I am like, good morning, how are you? And she's like, get the fuck away from me.
Don't even look.
And it could be
Don't
off
even
of-
breathe near me.
It could be 4 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep, 1 hour. Just the moment my feet hit the ground, we're here.
Done.
The
Yep.
day is
Let's
started.
rock it.
We got shit to do. Because if my feet hit the ground, that means we're doing something. Let's go.
Yeah.
So every Sunday she would sleep in, and I was like, all right, let me go get Starbucks, whatever. And you know,
I don't even know what sleeping in
not
feels like
Starbucks,
anymore.
Zaza's. So because I was working retail leadership, pharmacy for some time, so I was waking up at 6:30 in the morning anyway. So my body was up. I woke up. She's asleep. I'm gonna go get breakfast, do my Audible, chill vibe. But I was going there so often that they knew me. I never spoke to them, but they knew exactly what I wanted every time because I would go
What
there.
was your coffee order?
Colada, extra shot, and I would get an egg white egg sandwich with my noodles burnt, like burnt as hell. I'm like, make them crispy.
Burnt.
I'm like, I want them crispy. They're like, how bad? I was like, I need them black.
Black.
I need them like, you see that shadow? That color.
Oh,
like, I
no.
needed that color. So they just knew, whatever, blah, blah. So I would go in there, but then I would come home with breakfast for her because she's finally awake. Here's some oatmeal. Here's a coffee. Here's some bread, Cuban toast, blah, blah. And one time we were going to the movies next door. We're walking in.
Is that Waterford?
Waterford
Mhm.
Lakes. We're about to go to the movies, and we both said, hey, maybe we should get a coffee. There's enough time. We walked in, and there's a line. She's like, oh, it's too busy. The girls see me, and they're
Oh,
like, come
no.
over here. And they're like, oh, it's your regular. I was like, yeah, and she wants a cortado for her. They make them, and they don't charge me. They're like, all right, cool, I'll see you, bye. And she's like, what was that? I was like, what do you mean? She's like, did you order in advance? I was like, no, they just know me. She's like, they just know you? Like,
Know
and
you?
And it turned into a thing. It was like, why are these
Who
girls
we
just giving
fighting?
why are these girls giving you free coffee? I was like, babe, they gave you free coffee. Like, they gave us both free coffee. Like, you were there with it.
You
She's
watched
like,
it happen. They asked what you wanted.
yeah, like they saw you. They know you exist. Who they think I'm bringing the coffee for and oatmeal to?
Oh my God.
She's like, how often do they talk to you? I
You
was like,
double dipping on the breakfast.
I'm like, what do you mean? How often do they talk to me? They don't talk to me. I'm here with headphones and Audible. They're like, they know your name. They need it for the order. Like, what do you mean? Like this, I don't know
How
what
does she know your name?
It's on the cup. What do you want me to do? Like, it's Starbucks. It's on a cup. What do you want me to do?
I can totally see myself
Oh.
acting that way too, though. I can totally validate her.
Yeah, she made such a big stink about it. I no longer get free Starbucks. Free Zaza's. Like
The
refills.
disrespect, you keep saying Starbucks. We are
Yeah.
unsponsored, and they are
Unsponsored.
not even
Yeah.
on our FD.
No,
Fuck
they're
me,
not
I
on the
kill
list.
this. Like,
Yeah, Starbucks is they're synonymous with coffee and names on it. That's why I keep thinking about it.
and that's like a big thing though. Is like if Dutch Brothers served food, they'd blow Starbucks out of the water.
Ooh.
They don't serve food. They like the retail space for that is so smart. Like
Mhm.
the square footage, it's literally the size of your room here.
Here's some coffee. Get the fuck out.
But you don't even go inside.
I know, but I'm saying here's some
Like
coffee.
it's literally drive through or a stand up window. You make your coffee and you get out. I think they have like Danishes if they have them, but they don't have like breakfast. And that's the only reason why sometimes Starbucks will get my money is because if I'm like in a pinch and I'm like
Yeah,
hustling, like hucking to get to work.
I've been late to Teams meetings because I wanted Zaza's. Because I was
There's not one on the way to work or I would be so poor.
I was late going to an actual fucking like store visit, and my boss was gonna be.
You
there.
roll up with a coffee in your hand, you
I showed up, but I showed up with 2 coffees. I bought her a coffee
good
and guava
call.
pastries.
Okay, that's the only reason you can get away with it
Yeah,
then.
I was like, well, I stopped and got his coffee. She's like, oh, okay. I was wondering why you were running late. I was like, here's some.
Yeah, totally fine
I
then.
stopped getting
But if
because I know
you
you like Cuban coffee.
Came empty handed,
I slid the Cuban coffee.
Fired.
Here's a guava pastry. These guava pastries for the people that were waiting for us.
talk dirty to me, G.
Right? That's how it felt. Like everyone was like they forgave all. Like I could do no wrong for the rest of the
I
day.
love that stuff.
Like
Oh
for
my
the rest of
gosh.
the day, it's like,
Guess
hey,
where I'm going to breakfast tomorrow?
for the rest of the day, anything I said is like, yeah, but he brought guava, so I mean,
They don't have one by the airport, and that's where my clinic is. And I was like,
Really?
man, I wish
They
had-
do.
No.
Off Curry Ford.
That's the opposite way.
Oh, yeah, you're
like,
right.
I'm here.
That's the hard way to the
and
airport.
it's like, if I'm looking at the map, it takes me this way. I would have to go like.
There's
like,
technically one in the airport.
Yeah, should I go to MCO, pay for parking, sell lot?
I'm saying there are options.
Yeah. And you have to be in, I think it's like the B terminal. So you got to be in the good terminal.
Yeah. I love how they expanded that suddenly. And like,
so good.
It felt so weird. Like, oh, there's another terminal. What the fuck are you talking about? And it was like a new paradise. Like nothing else existed around it, the new side.
I've never flown international, but the C terminal, we flew in.
Yeah.
Like, but international flights go out.
Mm-hmm.
It's
gorgeous.
stunning.
It's gorgeous. We went to Mexico.
It's like luxury. And then you have like the terminal with like Spirit and Frontier, and you're just like, damn, there ain't like no AC.
You're rolling up your window like, no.
There's no air conditioning. 10 out of 10 chance that you go and you're flying Spirit or Frontier, that terminal ain't got no AC. No air conditioning. So you're already like
Spirit's like a subway terminal, like just holding on a guard.
You are literally like getting the bottom of the barrel. Like, I'm with them. I'm in the bottom of the barrel clientele.
Yeah. This is not shitting on them because obviously we've been on
1 second. Like,
yeah, that's not shitting on them because we've been on those flights.
I'm on the flight with them, but it's just like
I'm standing here next to you.
Quality of people that are on those flights, myself included. Mm-hmm. But the terminal, the plane, you have to pay for food and drink. Like, you don't even get a free water.
And I feel like they lied to you about it too. It's like, do you want peanuts? It's like, yeah, sure. Like $18.
$5. It was like $5 to breathe our air.
Why did you say that like it was for free? This flight is like 38 minutes.
Literally. It was bad coming to and from Mark's wedding. We flew Frontier, and I was like, never again.
I want you to know that none of this is related to you.
No, this is why our podcasts are 4 hours long, because we just like shoot the shit.
This is not my fault. I mean, it is.
It's 100% my fault.
It's 100% my fault because I put alcohol.
Back on track. Let's cheers one more time and then.
So second.
Back on track here. This is to us being on track.
All right. So second drink of the day is a Banana Mai Tai. Mm-hmm. It is a kind of a concoction that I made on my own because I saw some things online that I wanted to mess around with. There's a thing called an oleosacrum, where you
Rock'em Sock'em
robots. Oleosacrum. There's going to be some people who know what they're talking about who are going to get a lot more intensive. And you could leave stuff in the comments if you want. I'm going to ignore it because I just, I'm not a
Tell
bartender.
people.
Not
Educate us.
Educate us.
Yeah. We're open. We're here.
I'm here to learn as much as I'm here to.
Don't be an a-hole, though.
Yeah. If you're an a-hole, leave a 5-star review and I'll pay attention to it. Other than that, go away. But oleosacrum is basically a process of making a simple syrup, essentially, is maceration of fruit without destroying it. Or without
Say that
boiling.
again?
Maceration.
One more time.
Maceration? Is that I say it wrong? My English no very good. Look, I'm Dominican, tú sabes.
I heard something completely different.
Masturbation of fruit? Why would you? I knew that you would think that.
I'm your friend. Of course I would know this.
Maceration of fruit. Maceration. So
when you like pilfer it down, like you make it literally just like.
Yes.
Ugh.
So let's say
it's
you would
a
have.
medical term, by the way.
Oh, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see.
So wound care.
I'm glad I have a doctor friend.
That's as far as I got.
I have 3 doctor friends, I think. But you're one of them.
Take me off the list. I don't count.
Yes, you do. Because my back hurts all the time. We'll talk about it later. So
I'll crack your neck. I'll make sure you sound like the bubble wrap you asked for.
Clack. Oh! Can you walk? No, but it sounded great.
It sounds so good.
So you take, let's say,
being light.
So you take equal parts of a fruit and equal parts of sugar, cane sugar typically. So for this Banana Mai Tai, we took 30 grams of banana peels after cleaned.
The peel, not even the banana.
Banana peel. You clean, and then you clip it down, put it into a jar, and then 30 grams of sugar. We'll just say that number for the sake of this. And leave it overnight. And the sugar pulls out all the moisture and makes a very fine, simple syrup. Obviously, you have to strain it through
like
the mesh.
Rotting flesh, but a banana.
Yep. Delicious.
Yeah.
Rotting flesh, but delicious this time. Unless you're a zombie, then whatever
I'm eating rotting banana flesh cocktail.
2 ounces of rum as well.
Yum.
And a shot of lime juice.
Horror fan immediately just dialed in.
And orange curacao together.
It's good.
Beat that shit up with ice. Dirty dump it because we don't got time. And if you want to be fancy, you could just caramelize banana peel over the top, put that on there. But we're ruffians for today. And garnishes of anyone who watches any of my videos, I suck at garnishes. Please send me tips because
banana chip.
Yeah, I had one.
Dried banana chips.
I did one. That's a video right now that I never put out.
This one right
this
here.
This one with a dried banana chip. With a dried plantain chip.
Mm-hmm.
And a maduro, a sweet plantain chip. And I felt like that seems too basic, but fuck it.
What is
I got
it
your
you can
approval.
get at Zaza's that's like the caramelized.
Maduro.
Yeah?
Maduro.
But like you want the whole thing, not like a chip.
No, yeah, but that would be too heavy to be on the top.
No.
Just put it.
You want like it's like a feast and a drink.
That's true.
Zaza sponsor us so hard right now.
We
like,
have 3 drinks that we need.
Send this man coffee and send this man gift cards.
I will,
so that he can put your food into his cocktails.
100% make you a drink menu. Like 100%.
It's like the Taco Bell cantina, but like upgraded.
Yeah, it's just.
I would do like a full like plantain.
That could be a thing.
On top,
like
speared through the front.
I just might fuck around and people would just be like, "This man."
Because then you could like, and then you get the flavor notes of all of that together.
That's true because it's sweet enough.
Because the chips are like very banana-y,
mm-hmm.
or whatever you ended up using, like plantains. But I would do like a full so sometimes like mixing food with cocktails is huge.
It makes me think of when people go all the way out for Bloody Marys and it's just straight up like a whole chicken and bacon.
It is a whole meal. It's a meal.
I don't understand.
Tomato soup cold.
Yeah. First of all, I don't know
I don't
what
like them.
Sociopaths drink Bloody Mary. Shouts to Norby.
I don't like them.
I don't understand who hurt them. Like, and I feel like the moment
Christmas morning we're having mimosas and everyone's like, Bloody Marys. I was like, breakfast of champions. Enjoy your cold tomato soup with your celery, bacon, and olives and pickles.
Like, bro, just order dinner. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are you doing?
But
if you're hungry, order a meal.
It's like a little charcuterie board, little snack board in your drink.
Order that in vodka.
So
order charcuterie board.
Put your little, put your Zaza treat on top. Put your Zaza treat on top. With this cocktail, instead of the dried plantain chip, do the full thing, because it would be good too, like to pull the notes. Like I'm no mixologist, not anymore at least, but I know some.
You were a bartender. You are a bartender
for a very long time.
For a very long time, so I trust your opinion.
If you were to like present this cocktail to me, I would be sadly disappointed if you gave me a dried plantain chip. If you put that full thing across the top with a skewer through it, because then you can like. Bite.
Guys, we might fuck around and do that. I'm gonna hit up Zaza's. I need 3 of the most burnt. You see the ones that fell to the bottom? Give me that shit. Give me those.
Like that one right there.
Yeah.
And then a guava pastry on the side. But this is very apple of the pine, as I said.
I'm so mad at that. So I made her another drink.
Yeah. So the first one was phenomenal. This one is great too. But then I was like, oh, is there apple in here? He was like, pineapple. I said, so the apple of the pine. Okay. I
didn't know how to feel about it as a guy who made the drink. I'm laughing because it was hilarious, but then I'm also like, you didn't get the pineapple notes?
I did. It was like tangy tropical, but it was one of those things where I was like, oh, it tastes like apple. But I also have a very unique palate, but it was like, it's very nice. The only thing it's missing is you're disgustingly burnt, like black covered, charcoal covered.
Maduro that just looks like it's covered in dirt. It's like, is that supposed to look that way? Yes.
I would get the regular kind, not the burnt kind.
For the picture.
For the picture. For you?
For me?
Charcoal.
I need one that looks normal.
I want to make sure the thing is dead.
I'm just staring over the shoulder.
More.
A little more. A little more. More.
Full blown, like
Kylo
Ren. More.
Fucking mad that we both say Kylo Ren.
That's daddy.
No, not for me.
For me?
Right.
I'm doing a fire show in March, and we're doing a Star Wars. It's not Star Wars. It is a.
You licensing stuff for that?
No, it is a space inspired show.
Is it a space opera inspired show?
No, we're not singing. I'm like playing with fire.
Okay. Cool.
Which is a new installation that's been pretty cool. But we're doing space, and I told my producer, because I got cast in it.
You said space and ice?
Space inspired?
Oh, I thought you said space and ice. Sorry, go on.
Space inspired themed fire show.
Dope.
But they were like, send us ideas, and I said, I want to be Kylo Ren from Star Wars. I said, or if you don't do Across the Stars, you are missing the point. Or like Imperial March. And they were like,
we can't.
You're a Star Wars fan, huh? And I said, you let me play with fire with Star Wars music, it's a wrap. And let me just wear the mask. And anyways, but yeah, they were like, and then we got into this rabbit hole of like, who's your favorite character? And I was like, the most like under
is it Kylo Ren?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no, okay. Princess Leia, 10 out of 10. People are like, who's your favorite Disney princess? I always say Princess Leia because she's owned by Disney now.
Mine is the alien queen from Xenomorphs. This is Xenomorph. She's a Disney princess now, the alien queen, because it's owned by Disney.
You're right. Huh. Okay. But my favorite character from Star Wars besides Princess Leia is Kylo Ren because he is the most misunderstood. And he sacrificed his life to save Rey, which I don't like her, but whatever.
So many people don't like her.
Oh,
so many people don't like her.
We'll put a pin in this for 5 seconds, but it was like the storyline of that trio series that they made, like, not good.
It was basically just Luke.
The lore of the books, if you are someone who's read books and comics and all of this stuff, like, they literally just did them so dirty. Like, Finn, hello, he has the Force.
Yeah.
And you don't use it? Like,
yeah, I like how, like, so a lot of my friends,
and the Force Dyad, like, oh my God, like, you're not going to unpack that
I'm
and
gonna
not make a movie immediately after that?
I'm going to tell you a dirty secret. I
didn't wash your ass today. Okay.
I hate Star Wars. But here, I want you to hear why I hate Star Wars. No, hold on. I want you to hear why I hate Star Wars.
Okay.
Because it got force fed on me.
I see what you pun. That pun there was nice.
Force.
It's good.
Force fed. So good. Everything people were like, oh my God, you need to watch this. Oh my God, it was the best thing ever. Oh my, and you know when you're just as a nerd, because
and it wasn't the gateway drug for you.
No, it became when your parents tell you something's cool, that you immediately hate it, and that's what I felt like it was. Like, you know, when your parents are like, "Oh, listen to this."
In the 80s.
Yeah, I was born in '84.
Yeah.
So for me, it was everyone's
huge as a kid for you.
So huge, but then people just kept. There's nothing else new. Oh my God! I'm like, well, hey, there's other IPs. There's other ideas. I like Predator. I like Alien. I like this. I like this. There's so many good movies, and it's like, no, but let's talk about Star Wars. And I was like, okay, but that was like 10 years ago. It's like, can we just talk about something else? And then the new trilogy came out with Jar Jar Binks and shit. I was like, Jar Jar Binks is weird and all that's weird.
10 out of 10.
But I like the pod racers.
So good.
The prequels were better than people give them credit for.
I love the sequels.
And then the ones with Ren in them. But my point is that during that time, it was so heavily like, oh, how can you not like? And it became so like a gatekeeping. People were like, how do you not know about the books? How do you? Yo, you know what? Fuck yeah, I don't care. I don't want to be part of the
respectfully.
Fuck off. And I remember when I even tried to get into the show about the
Clone
bounty.
Wars?
No, the show with the bounty hunter, The Mandalorian.
Oh, Mando, Tony loves that.
And I wanted to watch it. And one of my friends, I'm surprised you're even interested in it because you have to watch all this to understand it. How are you going to gatekeep me watching a show? And it just turned me off. So what really?
Have you watched it?
No,
bro.
Because it became so much of like. But you don't even like Star Wars. I don't like the people around it. It's not the IP. The fandom is so toxic and so annoying. And I heard about.
I'm gonna sit over here.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. They cyberbullied half of the actors for the new trilogy for no reason because they did their job. Someone hired me for a role and I did the role, and then you cyberbullied them. And then
Hayden Christensen was on the brink of like committing suicide, and they brought him back for.
People were like, "Oh, this is a redemption."
All this stuff.
He did the thing they told him to do.
So good.
How is that his fault? And the fans are so toxic.
You're right.
Yeah. So it became I'm like, no, I don't want to be associated with this. Like, I don't want to be associated with the fandom. Like, I think the IPs are great. I like the ideas of it, but the fact
Ahsoka was good. The Mandalorian is great.
I heard.
I believe you.
I believe you. But I was told I was not part of. Cool
you
kids
should
enough.
watch it. This is me not like being the toxic fan. Like, it is someone who like loves the art of the. Yeah. If you grew up with the movies and you want like a well done plot point that the sequels did not do, that also has a lot of like really great action and costuming and special effects, like all of that. Like for the movies that it is or the show that it is, independently, and it's 2 seasons that's completed, so you can binge watch them.
I wanted
to. So good. I would encourage you after you're done watching Wednesday, like you should watch. It's great. And it was funny because Tony never watched Star Wars growing up. He's from the 80s as well. And it was intriguing because the season came out, I watched the first like 2 episodes.
Hey guys, so that concludes part 1 of our episode with Dr. Megan Ford. Make sure you tune in next week for the continuation, where we get to hear more about her time as Miss Whitney Wolf, life in burlesque, and what's gone on with her a year later after our Bourbon and Barbells episode. We enjoy some great pours, drinks, and a lot of fun. So make sure you're here next week. Take care, guys. Be safe. Bye. Hey guys, today's episode is brought to you by Burn Termite and Pest Control. I first met Joe Byrne on Full Frontal Nerdity Show and decided to give his company a try. They have been the best pest service I've ever had. From flexible scheduling, attention to detail, fair pricing, and everything you love about a small business, I highly recommend Joe Byrne and Burn Termite and Pest Control. It's a family-owned and operated business with over 30 years of experience in termite and pest. You can reach Burn Termite and Pest Control at 321-297-7985. Once again, 321-297-7985. And let them know Bourbon and Bullshit sent you. Thanks, guys. See you next time.